Have you ever wondered about your roots or where your ancestors hailed from? Could there be a bit of Irish green in your gene pool? These are questions that often ignite our curiosity, and today we're going to delve into the fascinating world of genetics to explore the unique tapestry that is Irish DNA. You see, our DNA is like a historical blueprint, holding the key to our ancestry. It allows us to trace our lineage, revealing fascinating stories of migration, invasions, and periods of isolation. And when it comes to Irish DNA, the narrative is particularly rich and intriguing. Why, you ask? Well, due to Ireland's tumultuous history, its DNA offers a unique window into the past. From the early Celtic tribes to the Viking invaders, each wave of migration and invasion has left an indelible mark on the Irish genetic makeup, contributing to its diversity and complexity. In tracing our roots, we often find surprising connections and histories, and Irish DNA is no exception. So, let's embark on this riveting journey together, shall we? The tale of Irish DNA begins long before the island was known as Ireland. Our journey takes us back to the times when the Celtic tribes roamed the vast landscapes of Europe. These tribes, known for their unique language, art, and culture, left behind genetic markers that can still be traced in the Irish DNA today. The Celts began migrating to Ireland around 500 BC, bringing with them their genetic influence. But they weren't the first to set foot on the island. Before the Celts, Ireland was home to Mesolithic hunter-gatherers who arrived around 9000 BC and Neolithic farmers who arrived around 6000 BC. These early inhabitants were the initial contributors to the genetic makeup that we now identify as Irish. The Mesolithic hunter-gatherers, known for their nomadic lifestyle, survived by fishing, hunting, and gathering. These early settlers left a genetic footprint that still echoes in the Irish DNA. They were followed by the Neolithic farmers, who brought with them new technologies like pottery and agriculture. These farmers not only marked a significant shift in lifestyle, but also introduced new genetic elements into the Irish gene pool. And then came the Celts. Their arrival brought a significant shift in the genetic landscape of Ireland. The Celts were not a single group, but rather a collection of tribes with shared cultural characteristics. Their genetic markers, particularly the R1b haplogroup, are still prevalent in Ireland, making the Irish one of the most genetically Celtic populations in the world. But the story of Irish DNA doesn't end there. These early settlers laid the foundation of the genetic landscape of Ireland, a foundation that would be built upon by future invaders and settlers. As we'll see, every wave of migration, every invasion, every group of settlers that came to Ireland left their mark on the genetic tapestry of the island. And it's this rich, complex genetic history that gives the Irish their unique genetic identity today. Ireland's DNA has been shaped significantly by its history of invasions. The Vikings, the Normans, and the English all played their parts in weaving the intricate tapestry that is Irish DNA today. Starting off with a bang, let's talk about the Vikings. They were seafaring Scandinavian warriors and traders who conducted extensive raids in Ireland from the late 8th to the early 11th century. Their genetic influence is particularly prominent in coastal regions like Dublin. The Vikings, despite their reputation as raiders and pillagers, eventually settled and intermingled with the local population. This intermingling has left a Viking imprint on the Irish DNA, especially visible in certain genetic markers prevalent in these coastal regions. Moving along to the 12th century, we encounter the Normans. These guys hailed from what is now northern France but were originally of Viking descent. The Normans invaded and settled significant parts of Ireland, introducing a whole new set of genetic variables into the Irish mix. They established themselves as a dominant social and political class, which inevitably led to intermarriage with the Irish. The result? A unique Norman signature etched into the Irish genetic landscape. Finally, we reach the English settlers and the plantation of Ulster. This was a period of colonization where land was confiscated from the Gaelic Irish and given to Protestant settlers from England and Scotland. The settlers brought with them their own unique genetic makeup, diversifying the Irish gene pool even further. This period left a profound impact on the genetic diversity of Ireland, particularly in the northern province of Ulster. So when you think about it, every Irish person today is a walking, talking testament to centuries of invasions and settlements. Each invader, each settler, left their genetic mark on the Irish population. Some marks are subtle, others more pronounced, but all contribute to the rich genetic tapestry that makes the Irish, well, Irish. Each invasion and settlement left a unique mark on the Irish genome, contributing to the rich tapestry of Irish DNA. The Great Famine of the 19th century triggered a mass exodus from Ireland, spreading Irish DNA across the globe. This period of immense hardship and despair, also known as An Gorta Mór, saw millions of Irishmen, women, and children leave their homeland in search of better lives. The journey was treacherous, but the hope of survival carried them across stormy seas to lands unknown. The United States, Canada, Australia, and Argentina became new homes for these Irish emigrants. They brought with them their culture, traditions, and, most importantly, their genetic heritage, thus spreading the Irish DNA far and wide. Today, their descendants are living testaments to the resilience of the Irish spirit. In the United States alone, millions proudly claim Irish ancestry. The Irish influence is deeply woven into the cultural fabric of the country, visible in its St. Patrick's Day celebrations, love for Guinness, and the popularity of Irish music and dance. But it's more than just cultural. The genetic impact is significant. Many Americans carry Irish genetic markers, a legacy of their Irish ancestors who braved the Atlantic journey during the Great Famine. Similarly, in Canada, Australia, and Argentina, the story repeats. The Irish genes have mingled with the local populations, creating a unique genetic blend. They've left an indelible mark on these societies, influencing everything from their gene pool to their cultural landscape. But the story of the Irish diaspora doesn't end with the descendants of the Great Famine emigrants. Even today, the Irish DNA is being traced among these populations. Thanks to advancements in genetic testing, people can now uncover their Irish roots, often to their surprise. Whether it's a distant Irish ancestor or a more recent connection, the Irish DNA continues to reveal itself in fascinating ways. The Irish diaspora has left a lasting impact, weaving Irish genes into the fabric of many nations. From the green pastures of Ireland to the bustling cities of the United States and the vast landscapes of Australia, the Irish DNA continues its journey, reminding us of a time when millions embarked on a voyage of survival, carrying with them a piece of the Emerald Isle to the far corners of the earth. Modern science has given us tools like genetic tests to delve deeper into our ancestry. These tests, provided by companies such as Ancestry DNA, 23andMe, and others, have revolutionized our understanding of our roots, enabling us to trace our lineage back through generations. So how does this relate to Irish ancestry? Well, these tests can identify specific genetic markers or haplogroups associated with Irish people. One such haplogroup is R1b, which is significantly prevalent among men in Western Europe, particularly in Ireland. This haplogroup can be traced back to the early settlers of the island, painting a picture of migration and settlement that dates back thousands of years. But it's not just about identifying whether you have Irish roots. These tests can also reveal regional genetic differences within Ireland itself. Just as you might have different accents or regional dialects, there are also distinct genetic traits between northern, western, and southern Ireland. For instance, the northern part of Ireland, influenced by the Ulster plantation and influx of Scots-Irish settlers, has a unique genetic makeup compared to the western region, which has been more isolated and hence preserved more of the ancient Irish genes. Meanwhile, Southern Ireland shows a blend of these influences along with the impact of Viking and Norman invasions. These regional differences are a testament to the rich and complex history of Ireland, shaped by thousands of years of migration, conquests, and cultural shifts. They reveal a tapestry of human history, written in our DNA, waiting to be unraveled. But what does this mean for you? If you have Irish ancestry, these tests could tell you not just that you're Irish, but what part of Ireland your ancestors hailed from. They could provide a glimpse into the lives of your forebears, the struggles they faced, the triumphs they celebrated, and the legacy they passed on to you. Modern DNA testing has opened up new avenues of understanding, revealing more about the Irish genome than ever before. It's like a window into the past, giving us a clearer picture of who we are and where we come from, and in the process, fostering a deeper connection with our ancestors and our shared human story. The quest to understand our genetic past is an ongoing journey. In Ireland, this voyage of discovery is being propelled by cutting-edge research in population genetics and archaeology. As scientists dig deeper, they're uncovering fascinating insights about the complex origins of the Irish people. From the ancient Celts to the Viking invaders, from the Norman conquerors to the waves of emigration during the Great Famine, every chapter of Ireland's history has left an indelible mark on the Irish genome. Today's DNA research is helping to rewrite these historical narratives, providing a more nuanced and accurate picture of Ireland's past. And it's not just about looking back. The genetic research of today is shaping the medical breakthroughs of tomorrow, offering new ways to fight diseases and improve our quality of life. As we continue to unlock the secrets of our DNA, we gain a clearer understanding of our shared past and our interconnected futures.